Took a while to figure it out, but I got it. This here power supply has one line on the 5-volt rail that stays live as long as you don't turn this switch off. So I took that one wire and I ran it up here. You also need a black one, so I took a black one and I ran it up here. Doesn't matter which black one, they're all the same. Now, what I did was, instead of using the mini USB to power the Pi, I'm powering it through these jumpers here. As you can see, this is not a Pi. This is a motor board. I guess they call it a hat. Okay? Now this board behind it is also not a Pi. That's another hat just like this one. Now the board behind that, well, there's the Pi. Now, see, this here second board is the board that I'm using to power these here lights that go around the printer, so as I can see what's printing. I would have been happy to use the 12 volts that's powering those lights that's coming out of this board here. The problem with that is I don't have 12 volts until this here gizmo turns on. So I needed to use 5 volts, and I'm using those 5 volts that I just explained. So they're being put, that 5 volts is being put in here, and it's going, this is a straight through. This is plugged into here, this is plugged into here, and the power comes into pins 2 and 3. That powers the Pi. And then I shunted off of, I took a split off of here, and I put the 5 volts as an input to this board here. Now this board here is not being powered by that 5 volts. It's just using it as a signal. It's input. Okay? Now when I send the signal from Octoprint to turn on the power supply, what happens is it takes this 5 volts here and it sends it out to this first output. And then these 2 wires here power this relay. This relay, what you need to do is you need to short this green wire with a black wire. Doesn't matter which black wire, they're all the same. So, the same black wire that's powering the Pi, that's powering the board, I'm also shunting off of that, going through here, to short against this green wire to turn on the power supply. It was a little bit of round around the mulberry bush, but I finally nailed it. And it's working, and bada bing.